Hey everyone, thanks for stopping by my channel. My name is Kadeem for those of you who don't know, and my whole goal is really to share financial education, financial knowledge with people like you. I find that in Canada, there's not a lot of people doing that, and that's where I come in. So if you find this information valuable, you find it beneficial, I ask you to like, subscribe, and share this content with someone who you may think may find it beneficial as well. All right? That'll help to make this common knowledge and push this information before more people. So again, I thank you for stopping by. Let's go ahead and get into the content. You know what I find interesting? When people say money is the root of all evil. And oftentimes they're trying to quote the Bible, Timothy 6 verse 10, which actually states the love of money is the root of evil, a root of all evil, right? And people, they kind of mix it up. They get confused. Think about it. How much good can you do with money? The love of money, yes, let's call it that. That is evil, right? As it states. And it goes even further to say, I'm paraphrasing now, it goes even further to say some people kind of lose sight of their faith, right? Their true faith, because they chase money. They drop everything, they lose sight of the value of other things, and they just chase money. That makes sense. I get that. I understand that. But people now use that as a reason to be broke. People use that as an excuse to be broke. Right? Oh, I don't need all of that money. Money, like I'm not worried about the money. Money it's evil. Okay. How are you going to survive again? How are you going to pay your bills again? How are you going to feed yourself, your kids, your family? Here's the thing. With money, you can do a lot of evil, absolutely. However, depending on who you are, you can do a whole lot of good as well. It's been said before that money just really shows and brings out who you really are. It amplifies who you are. If you're a good person, you are a person that gives, tithes, charity, whatever, you're going to do more of that because you have more to give. However, if you are let's call it a selfish person, right? Or whatever other bad thing you want to think of, you're going to do more of that. So really it just amplifies you as an individual. And people use that, again, that Bible verse I just mentioned, Timothy 6 verse 10, and they try to look at people who are wealthy and look down upon them as if they're doing something bad because they've made something more of themselves. They've gone after what they wanted in life, right? I'm not saying anybody who's not wealthy isn't worth anything. That's not what I'm getting at. But what I'm saying is we shouldn't be looking down at those who are wealthy, who have attained a certain level of wealth for themselves, saying that they're evil or they're keeping more for themselves and they're doing bad or they're doing wrong by us. No, that's not the case. Get that out of your head, right? Because you're playing the victim with that mentality. We're not victims. Don't do that to yourself. You're not a victim. You can go after the same wealth if you want it. Because again, if money is the root of all evil, then how come those who have money do a lot of good as well? There are a lot of people with a lot of money who do a lot of good. Money is the root of all evil. That statement right there is incorrect. Right? Again, the love of money is the root of all evil. The focus on money alone, whereby you lose sight of your other values. You lose focus on it, right? You lose your faith. So again, you often come across people who will say, yeah, I'm not worried about the money. I'm not like, and that's fine if you know your purpose and you're not necessarily worried about the money, that's different. But if you say, no, I don't care about the money, then that's a little, I see personally a problem with that, because obviously you do care about it, but maybe you think you can't get enough, right? Because if you make $100,000 a year, you can do some good. If you make $50 million or $20 million a year, you can do a whole lot more good. So really, again, it just amplifies who you are. If you give, you're going to give more. If you just like to keep for yourself and do vain things with it, you're going to do more vain things with it. So I don't think we should be pointing fingers at those who are wealthy, who have attained wealth for themselves, and say, oh, this person's evil, this person's bad, or like, what are they doing with their money or whatever. Ask yourself, if you made the desired, first of all, what is your desired level of income, right? Monthly, weekly, daily, annually, whatever. What is it? And if you obtain that, what would you do with it? right? Really ask yourself. You don't have to tell anybody, but ask yourself. And that will show you and prove to you that maybe money isn't really the root of evil, root of all evil. If you had money, you could be helping the people who are homeless on the street. If you had money, you could be helping the charities or the orphans or whatever, whoever needs it, right? The food banks. You could go buy a bunch of gifts and bring it to the people, again, on, let's say, downtown or wherever you are, where there's a whole lot of homeless people. You can do something more if you had more money. I'm not saying you shouldn't give if you don't have a whole lot of money, but again, the more you have, the more you can give. They say you should give 10%. So 10%, right, of $100 is $10. 10% of $1,000 is $100, right? And we can keep going. If you're making $100,000 a year, you're giving 10% still, $10,000. If you're making $1 million, $100,000. So again, the more you make, the more you can give, but really it amplifies who you are. So I just wanted to distill that myth for you. Everybody, Kadeem here. Stay happy, stay healthy, and stay blessed.